Acceptance is frankly the answer to our healthcare problems. One of the first steps that I made in my healthcare journey to unplug from the medical system, but instead take responsibility for my own health, was when I came to the realization that the medical profession is not this fairy godmother that waves their hands around in the air and makes you healthy. No, that does not mean that they have no value. They have tremendous value when it comes to acute problems. I mean, when my appendix went out, I was very glad that I had a good doctor who diagnosed it right away. He told me exactly what the problem was. We got into surgery that afternoon, and we got taken care of. And frankly, by the time I got to the doctor, it had saved my life. And I'm very thankful that we've got a great medical system that allows us to be taken care of in acute emergencies. If I had an auto wreck, God forbid, and I'm all broken up, our trauma centers are first rate. They do a phenomenal job of getting us patched up. Broken bones, cancers, acute, real diseases. They do a great thing. But what about type 2 diabetes? What about obesity? What do they do then? Are they good at giving you good health advice? And frankly, I think they stink. And it's partially because they're just not trained in that area. How many, ask your doctor, if you actually get a chance to talk to them for more than 2 minutes, how much training did they get in exercise physiology? How much training did they actually get in how to have a good night's sleep? Or even what constitutes a really good night's sleep? How much training do they get in nutrition? Not just, how much stuff they need to put in an IV bag to keep somebody alive who's in the intensive care. But what is the markers of good nutrition? And have they updated their own knowledge base in the last couple of years? Or are they just reading the popular press? Because frankly, that's what most of them have. They have no real knowledge. They're not up to date on current dietary guidelines. They're probably not even aware of the fact that the American Heart Association has updated their guidance on cholesterol. They're saying that it's no longer, dietary cholesterol is no longer a nutrient of concern. They did not, now the Heart Association did not announce that in a major press release, so many of us just weren't aware of the fact that they changed their stance. That may not even be aware that the American Diabetes Association said, the keto diet is an option. Probably weren't aware of that either. Frankly, your doctor probably isn't aware of it either. See, we're all alone in this together. We've got to figure out what is good for us. Now, you might ask a question. Look, Kirk, you're not a doctor. How in the heck do you make medical decisions? How do you figure out what's good for your health? Well, frankly, I go through a several-step process. I see something, as a potential idea. I ran across the idea of, the keto diet, or back before that, even the paleo diet. And I looked at it, and I said, well, that kind of makes an intuitive sense. Maybe it's worth further study. And I'll look into it, and I'll study it, and I'll think about it, and I'll look for people, who have done it, and to see what their results are. I look at the practitioners of a lot of these ideas, and frankly, if they don't look healthy, I don't follow them. I don't think, if somebody is telling me that something is a good idea healthy-wise, and they're not following their own advice and they don't look healthy, frankly, I'm not going to follow them. I look at a lot of vegans, and they look like they're sarcopenic and about ready to fall apart, and I don't believe them. They may be ethical vegans, they may care about the issue because they care about animals, but frankly, I don't think they care about their own health. So, you have to realize that you really are responsible for solving your own health issues. You've got to figure this stuff out for yourself. And do your own N-of-1 experiments. When you find something that you think makes sense, you find good information that suggests that, there's promise for that particular idea. You find other people that have done it and have had success. then try it out yourself. Give yourself at least 2 months when you make a single change in your diet or adding a supplement or anything else, and see if you're getting the result. Because frankly, whenever you make a lifestyle change, it takes a couple of months before you finally see if it really is working, because the human body takes time to adapt. So give yourself, a chance. Quit thinking that the medical establishment is going to solve your health issues. Those are really on you. Big food isn't going to save you. Big pharma isn't going to save you. Big medicine isn't going to save you. And frankly, your family doctor isn't going to save you, because they don't have time, and they're not paid to make you healthy. They're paid to solve real acute problems. That's what they do. So recognize it, accept it, and realize that acceptance is the answer. And you do have that frightening choice. When you realize this, when you stare that in the face and you really internalize it, you start to own the fact that, my gosh, I am responsible for my own health, and that is a terrifying thought. Yeah, we're all alone in this together. So let's keep working at it. Now do me a favor. If you like these videos, if you think it's making a difference, if you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on the channel. That will alert you to, whenever I have a bright idea. I'm trying to do about 1 video a day on different topics, and pulling out of the healthcare system, looking at the keto carnivore diet, my own journey through health, what I try to do for exercise, and why I choose the exercises that but not only just am I sharing just what I do. I mean, frankly, why in the world should you listen to me? Just because I'm a kind of a healthy 60-year-old dude. Why in the world should you listen to me? Because I'm going to also give you, here's the research behind it. Here's why I made that decision. It wasn't something that I just did willy-nilly, but I tried it. Not only have I heard of the idea, I tried it. I found research that support it. And some things work real well, some of them don't. And I'll try to be as forthcoming as I can be on what worked and what didn't and why.